if you have a session that is organized by, a group such as yourself, the fellowship, maybe there's a list of tunes that everyone's working on, and I would start with those, or I'll show up at the session and just make note of, okay, what are the tunes that you're hearing over and over, and then go to someone that's more experienced that seems to know these tunes and say, okay, what recordings of these tunes should I check out? And I would start by going to those recordings. Like a lot of the standards are going to be on like Miles Davis records, or Coltrane or Charlie Parker records. The thing is, though, you're going to get their interpretation of the melody. So one of the things when I was studying with George Coleman that he had me do was get the Ella Fitzgerald sings the Cole Porter songbook. Ella Fitzgerald sings the George Gershwin songbook, and I think there might be Rogers and Hart and one other one that I'm spacing on. And with that, you're getting a pretty clear rendition of what the actual melody is, and then you can do your own embellishments. But I would definitely, and the other thing with those records, they're going to be in different keys, which is actually really cool. So you're going to learn the melody maybe in a different key, and then have to bring that melody into the key that everyone plays it in. But I think it's going to be stronger than if you just learn it from a lead sheet. All right. Harmonically, I would then go and, in the American, the popular songbook, the harmony is often just conveyed in the melody. So, you're picking out roots, thirds, and sevenths and trying to crack the code of what it is. And, the more that you do it, you can start thinking in larger swaths of harmony and hearing it like that. That being said, you can also transcribe bass notes, or figure out what guys are playing over certain chord changes, and that's going to be identify, I think, what some of the harmony is. And then lastly, once you have your own lead sheet, then maybe go to a source that's reputable and check to see am I close, and go about it that way. Because I truly believe, if you learn a tune that way, you're not going to forget it. If you memorize it from the sheet, maybe you can have it for a minute, but kind of out of sight, out of mind. So I would continue with just learning it by ear. And it's more painful, it's not as instant, but I think it's going to be longer lasting for you.